Your mornings are quieter now, aren't they? Maybe you've noticed the changes yourself. Things aren't the same down there. Confidence feels like it's slipping, and pretending it doesn't bother you is getting harder. It's frustrating, sometimes even embarrassing, when your body doesn't respond the way it used to. But here's the truth. It isn't simply because you're older. It isn't just about testosterone either. What so many men don't realize is that the real culprit is far simpler and far more common than they think. And once you understand it, you can start making changes that actually work. You don't need to rely on expensive pills, strange devices, or endless supplements. What I'm about to share with you is natural, proven, and something you can start tomorrow morning in your own kitchen. My name is Dr. Rebecca Hayes. For more than 30 years, I've specialized in men's health, helping thousands of men regain their strength, vitality, and confidence. I've seen firsthand that decline is not inevitable. The body remains responsive even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. In this video, I'm going to reveal a simple habit that can restore your circulation, improve your performance, and reignite the confidence you thought was gone. Stay with me until the end. I'll explain how it works, why it's backed by science, and how you can use it every single morning to feel the difference. Most men believe weaker erections are simply the price of getting older, or worse, that it's all about testosterone. That belief has trapped millions into thinking decline is inevitable. But the truth is much more practical. It's about circulation. Here's what really happens inside your body. Erections depend on blood flow, plain and simple. When you're aroused, your body releases a molecule called nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as a signal flare. It tells your blood vessels to open wide, allowing blood to rush in and create firmness. But with age, your body produces less nitric oxide. Your blood vessels stiffen, narrow, and lose their flexibility. It's like trying to push water through a kinked garden hose. The pressure builds, but nothing flows the way it should. That's why you may notice erections becoming weaker, shorter, or disappearing altogether. And it doesn't just affect sexual health. Poor circulation impacts your energy, your stamina, even your ability to think clearly. By the time many men reach their 70s, nitric oxide production has dropped by nearly half. That's like running an engine on half the fuel. It's no wonder performance suffers. Here's the good news. Circulation can be restored. The loss of nitric oxide isn't a dead end. With the right approach, you can help your body produce more, open those vessels again, and bring blood flow back where it counts most. So what's the natural solution that can help restore blood flow and bring back vitality? Believe it or not, it's spinach. Yes, the same leafy green you've probably walked past in the grocery store 100 times without a second thought. Here's why it matters. Spinach is packed with something called dietary nitrates. When you eat it, those nitrates are converted first into nitrites in your mouth and then into nitric oxide inside your body. And nitric oxide, as you just learned, is the master key that unlocks blood flow. Think of spinach as a natural switch that flips your circulation back on. It's not a quick gimmick or a miracle pill. It works with your body's own biology. When nitric oxide rises, your arteries relax, blood flows more freely, and oxygen delivery improves everywhere, especially where it matters most for men. I'll admit, when I first came across this connection, I was skeptical. I've been practicing medicine for decades, and I've seen plenty of miracle solutions come and go. But over time, I started hearing from patients, men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, who had added spinach to their morning routine and noticed real changes. Firmer erections, better energy, sharper focus. Story after story built a clear pattern. The science lined up perfectly with the results. Spinach boosts nitric oxide. Nitric oxide improves blood flow, and better blood flow transforms not only your performance, but your overall health. When you start adding spinach into your mornings, the first thing you'll notice is energy. Within days, some men report feeling more awake, more focused, and more capable of handling the day. That's because improved circulation doesn't just help down there. It sends oxygen and nutrients to your brain and muscles too. Another early sign is warmth. Maybe your fingers and toes don't feel as cold, or your morning walks feel easier. These are subtle but powerful signals that blood is flowing more freely through your body. And yes, firmer, more reliable erections are often part of those first changes. But the real magic comes with consistency. Over weeks and months, nitric oxide production builds up. Arteries regain flexibility, blood pressure steadies, and stamina returns. You find yourself breezing through chores that used to wear you down, or finishing a walk without the usual fatigue. Sexual health improves too, not just in performance, but in confidence. You stop worrying if your body will respond, because it simply does. And the benefits ripple outward. Stronger circulation supports heart health, clearer thinking, better mood, and even faster muscle recovery after activity. In other words, spinach isn't just about restoring what you've lost in one part of your life. It's about strengthening your entire circulatory system so you can keep living fully with energy and confidence. Let me tell you about one of my patients, Jose Martinez, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Seville. Jose came to me frustrated, tired, and embarrassed. His body wasn't responding the way it used to. Erections were weak, his confidence had dipped, and the tension in his marriage was growing heavier by the day. When he first heard me suggest spinach, he laughed. "Doctor, how is a handful of leaves supposed to fix this?" His skepticism was real, and honestly, I understood. Most men expect complex treatments or expensive pills, not something as ordinary as a vegetable, but Jose decided he had nothing to lose. He started small, tossing a handful of fresh spinach into his morning smoothie. Within 3 weeks, the difference was undeniable. Erections were stronger, intimacy returned to his marriage, and he told me he felt a spark of pride he thought was gone forever. It didn't stop there. His energy during the day improved, he walked with more ease, and even his mood brightened. Jose wasn't just experiencing physical changes, he was reclaiming himself. That little morning habit helped him step back into his life with vitality and confidence. Stories like Jose's remind me why I share this so passionately, because it's not just about spinach. It's about proving to yourself that decline is not destiny. How to use spinach effectively. Now you might be wondering, how do you actually use spinach to get these benefits? The answer is simple: timing and consistency. The best time to eat spinach is in the morning, on an empty stomach. That's when your body is most ready to convert its nitrates into nitric oxide. Think of it as giving your circulation an early jumpstart before the day even begins. There are plenty of easy ways to fit it into your routine. If you like smoothies, just blend a handful of raw spinach with water, unsweetened juice, or even half a banana. If you prefer something savory, toss fresh spinach into scrambled eggs, or lay a few leaves on avocado toast. If you're pressed for time, quickly sautéing spinach for 60 seconds in a nonstick pan works just as well. One important detail: the bacteria on your tongue play a vital role in converting nitrates into nitrites, the first step toward making nitric oxide. That means brushing your teeth or using mouthwash immediately before or after eating spinach can reduce its effectiveness. To get the most out of it, leave at least 30 minutes between your dental routine and your spinach. Pair spinach with the right foods and drinks for maximum effect. Water is the best companion. Herbal teas or a squeeze of lemon also work beautifully. What to avoid? Heavy dairy products and greasy breakfasts, which can block nitrate absorption. The key isn't perfection, it's consistency. Choose the method that fits your lifestyle. The simpler it is, the more likely you are to stick with it. What to avoid? If spinach is the fuel that jumpstarts your circulation, there are also foods that act like sand in the engine, slowing, clogging, and undoing the progress you're trying to make. And the surprising part, many of them show up on the breakfast table. Greasy fried foods like donuts, hash browns, or buttery croissants may taste comforting, but they thicken your blood and stiffen artery walls. That means harder work for your heart and weaker blood flow where you need it most. Then there's sodium-heavy convenience foods, things like processed cheese slices, cured meats, or canned breakfast soups. These drive up blood pressure, forcing your heart to strain just to keep blood moving. It's like trying to pump water uphill all day long. Sugary breakfasts are another silent enemy. Flavored yogurts, syrup-drenched pancakes, and concentrated fruit juices cause blood sugar spikes that suppress nitric oxide production. The result? Less circulation, less energy, and more fatigue, especially in the mornings. The good news is, swapping these out is simple. Try oatmeal with fresh berries instead of sugary cereal. Reach for almonds or chia seeds instead of fried pastries. Scramble eggs with spinach instead of loading up on processed meats. These changes aren't drastic. They're small shifts that multiply over time. By clearing away the foods that sabotage your circulation, you give spinach and your body the chance to do their job fully. That's how you set the stage for real, lasting improvements. Now let's talk about what you can actually expect once you start, because knowing the timeline helps you stay consistent and recognize the changes as they come. In the first week, the changes are often subtle but real. Some men notice a gentle warmth in their hands and feet, or a clearer head when tackling simple tasks. That's improved circulation showing itself in small but important ways. By the second week, improvements become harder to ignore. Walks feel easier, your stamina stretches further, and fatigue doesn't crash down as heavily in the afternoons. In the bedroom, responses become firmer and more reliable. Confidence starts to creep back in. At the 1-month mark, something powerful happens. Your body begins to reset its baseline. Blood pressure often shows improvement, arteries feel less stiff, and daily energy levels even out. Mornings bring stronger, more consistent erections. And you feel a renewed sense of vitality, not just in intimacy, but across your entire life. This isn't magic, and it isn't overnight. It's the science of nitric oxide, working with the steady supply of nitrates you give your body each morning. And the longer you stay consistent, the stronger these benefits become. Spinach isn't a quick fix, it's a sustainable shift. Over time, it helps your circulation run like a well-oiled machine, bringing health and confidence back into your hands. If you've stayed with me this far, I know something important about you. You're ready. Ready to stop accepting decline as destiny. Ready to take back control of your health, your confidence, and your vitality. What I've shared today isn't complicated. It doesn't require expensive prescriptions, devices, or endless supplements. It's a simple, natural habit. 1 handful of spinach in the morning. That's it. But don't mistake simple for small. That single act sends a powerful signal to your body. It tells your arteries to open, your blood to flow, and your confidence to return. And it tells you something even bigger, that it's not too late. Your best days aren't behind you. They can start again tomorrow morning. I've seen men in their 70s and even 80s reclaim their strength, their energy, and their pride with this one daily choice. And you can too. So here's my challenge. Tomorrow morning, blend it, saute it, or toss it into your eggs, but do it. Start the habit. Let it become part of your life. If this resonated with you, hit the like button. It helps me create more content like this. Share this video with a friend who needs to hear it. And in the comments, type yes if you're starting tomorrow. I read everyone, and don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss another tip to help you stay strong, vital, and confident. Your body is waiting. Give it what it needs, and it will give you back more than you expect.